Dan, how happy were you with the response following last week?
Really, really happy. I think we've had a good week. I spoke to you on Thursday about the application and the honesty that we had with the players, and having lost a few players in the week in terms of Sirks and McCann and a new goalie. I thought we were excellent today, pretty much from start to finish.
May's goal. Let's go quickly into that because that's something special.
Goal of the season, isn't it? Sir comes in there begging, looking for a goal of the season far away at Boston, but the lad shot him down quick. I think Maisie's strike was sensational.
It's no coincidence he does get himself into positions, get himself unmarked in and around the penalty area.
Yeah, and probably if you're going to criticise him, probably should have more. Sometimes he's too unselfish to his own detriment, whereas actually, when he lets himself loose, he's got a goal in him. But it was like literally a game in two halves today. You probably see the wind, really strong in one direction. So in the first half, we should have been out of sight really with the amount of chances we created, the football that we had. Look, we were unfortunate to go in only a goal up. But they cleared plenty off the line, and we had to do the other side of football in the second half.
Quite an exciting game. When you're going forward, it was quite exciting, a bit of the buzz on the pitch.
Yeah, I think it's like they were the things that we said to them about during the week. You know what I mean? Like, don't do yourself a disservice. We have, despite the position that we're in, we've had a really, really good season, and the amount of chances that we created today, it could have been like a bonanza, you know what I mean? But obviously Solihull's job is to not let that happen. But I thought we were sort of like both sides of the game, really exciting, attacking in the first half, and then really professional and dogged and together in the second half. Yeah,
because in truthfulness, the last 5 minutes or so of the game, you saw out the game really well.
Yeah, look, and that's the squad that we have, and that's what gets preached and by the gaffer every week. Do you know what I mean? These are all in it together. It doesn't matter whether we lose one or lose two, or everybody's fit. The boys that aren't involved, that don't make the bench, or even that are injured, are all in. And that's what I suppose as being the gaffer's message from when he got here, is like all in. And if you're not all in, we'll never achieve anything.
Well done, Ted Can. He seemed quite confident, shouting to his players in front of him. Some good saves as well.
Yeah, look, he was smooth today, wasn't he? There was no moments where, you hope where you bring in somebody at short notice. You just hope that they get through the game and be nearly anonymous. You know what I mean? What he did well. He kicked it well. He cut his crosses. He swept up, communicated, and I think they had maybe 2 on target, I think, throughout the game, and that's what he's there for.
As Carl McAllister went off injured towards the end of the game?
Only a bit of cramp. I think he ran back to help Longy out in a tackle and then pulled up a cramp. But he's fine, he's fit, he's well, he's not a problem.
No McCann or Circum. You said they're going to be they both will be okay for next week?
We hope so. It's like anything, you know what I mean? We have to let them settle down, and then you got to get through their work with Tom and the rest of the lads to prove their fitness and prove their worth. I think although we're only bringing on those subs and they get a couple of minutes towards the end of the game, it shows that they got a job to do and they can do it, and those boys got to get themselves fit, and then the selection process will come down to how well the boys have done in the team.
The last defeat at the New Lawn was the 6th of April last year against MK Dons. So the time you play here again, it'll be a full year without a defeat. How important is that going into the playoffs?
Yeah, of course, look, momentum is important. I think probably the biggest thing from today was coming back into a tricky fixture at home off a poor performance and defeat away. And it's just a case of making sure that we're at it every day, and then the next game rolls in, and look, 12 months unbeaten at home would be a brilliant thing, and all we can do is just make sure that we're at it again, and then we get the selection right and the players are all in, and then we'll be fine.